news has it, according to this source, that Meghan has finally stomped Harry down and is enraged that allegedly he has been seeking comfort from another woman. So allegedly Harry, he was pictured, okay, I'm going to say this, he was pictured in Arizona with the mystery blonde hiding in the corner. It was very difficult for the paparazzi to get that image of him, and her face wasn't revealed. Now, the magazines leaked that they believe it's Chelsea Davies, but it was neither confirmed or denied. Allegedly, Chelsea is very much in love with a new guy that she's dating, so she's completely moved on. But her and Harry still have a strong bond. They still have a friendship. And a lot of people do know and suspect that Harry always felt as though Chelsea was the one that got away. Okay, she was the one who he would have liked to have married, but she actually turned him down. She dumped him because allegedly, and this is all allegedly, because what girl doesn't want to try and be a princess? The media invasion was too much, and the stalking, the invasion of her life was so dramatic by the British press, who can be extremely vicious and aggressive. I'll confess that myself, that she couldn't take it. So they dated for an extremely long time, and I believe they met at high school, could have been younger, knew each other for a very long time. And then, Harry had his issues, he was being medicated and he was doing all of the substance abuse under the sun, or he was disturbed by his childhood trauma, the loss of his mother, and he was unstable a lot of the time. But he did love Chelsea Davies a hell of a lot. I don't think that a love like that ever really goes or ever really dies, because he invited her to the wedding, and she had that moment at some point during the wedding of regret. I did see a bit of regret, a glint of, just to think that could have been me in that dress, walking down the aisle to marry my childhood boyfriend. And I think it was a surreal moment. She definitely looked perplexed. She definitely looked intrigued. But she seemed to have put the concept of marrying Harry to bed. So these pictures were leaked out, and I did do a video on it. But all hell is broken loose. So Harry is experiencing payback. According to a source, Harry has been stomped into the ground by Meghan, and not because of his alleged intimate moment or affair, but simply because of the visibility of it. The fact that it's not good for their branding. They are trying to, and I have to emphasize the word trying, okay, to present that they are the ultimate happy, in love, woke couple. And this presentation was going on a lot during their final moments as senior royals, whereby they was posting these captions and these lovey-dovey images of themselves supposedly being intoxicated with each other and in love, more in love than Tim and Kate, who, well, they've been together for a very long time. They've known each other for 20 years. They have 3 kids. They don't have to stunt like that. I would say that couples that present the most PDA are generally the couples that are the weakest. Their relationship is fragile. Their relationship is not as solid as what they are presenting, because behind closed doors, nothing is really happening. They just want it to appear to be like, oh, this is happening. This is really working for us. We are together. We are in love. We want to show the whole world we're in love. And for Meghan and Harry, it's a situation whereby the cracks are slowly starting to appear. So he was pictured talking to this mystery blonde. I'm going to get into this source quickly. All hell has broken loose with Harry allegedly being seen seeking comfort from another woman. Harry was pictured at a charity polo match in Arizona talking to another lady, while Meghan was cooped up back in Montecito with the nannies. Her true colours have now come out, and as Lady C has said, she isn't the same woman that Harry married long ago. Meghan has been deceitful, surprise, surprise. Now that she has the ability to make the kind of money she could only dream of before Harry, he is feeling neglected and he is feeling unimportant. She is a loose cannon running their relationship who talks down to him daily. Meghan, however, has stomped Harry down this week because he has been taped by someone in their inner circle in an intimate moment with that same mystery blonde who he was talking to in Arizona. The magazine suspects it's Chelsea, but apparently it's someone who has a close likeness to his ex. It has been reported that Harry still loves Chelsea, and she is the one that got away. He had to go with Meghan to stop thinking about his blonde ex. So he didn't want any reminders, and I think that's extremely healthy. And this is quite common, you find, with male celebrities. And could be generalizing here, but it's just something that a lot of people talk about, and that's extremely healthy. Okay, that's definitely healthy. And he probably had counselling and spoke to a counsellor about this. You know, the counsellor probably said, maybe you should try dating someone who has no resemblance to Chelsea so you can make a clean break, move forward and start to rebuild from a fresh, clean slate. And that's what he's gone and done. But old habits, as the source goes on to say, die hard. So apparently he still has feelings for his ex, and he has I think he has 2 or 3 or 4 blonde exes. I think Harry dated 4 blondes before he got to Meghan. So this is definitely something that I think he was in therapy for, in order to change his choice so that he could start to possibly build from a clean slate, not correlate them to his mother so that he can move forward, because we know he's struggled immensely with moving forward from his mother's passing, who happens to be, you know, she was a blonde, right? Diana was a 5'10", 11 blonde. It hasn't worked, which is what I'm basically trying to say. It hasn't worked. But now Harry knows who he's really married to. Old habits die hard. He's living in the shadow of Meghan, and he is her coat hanger, constantly reminded of his mother's legacy and her impact due to Meghan's alleged unhealthy obsession with Diana. All the therapy he has had simply hasn't worked. It's not getting him through the nights anymore, so he has begun to seek out extramarital escapism. Living with someone who is narcissistic has been extremely hard. She's obsessed with her newfound fame and ability to make a list of friends who would never have spoken to her before the royal wedding. But Harry, who has met celebrities all of his life, is over it. He's dragging his feet about dictating the memoir that he's got in the pipeline, and he's only doing that to discredit William, who he is incessantly jealous of. Often overheard trashing the royal rules about the line of succession, outlining the ramifications of Kate having another baby, and threatening to leak William's secrets to the press. That was his issue, but now he feels much more lonely than ever. He has bemused that his wife is so obsessed with the lifestyle that is old and boring to him. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, so it's nothing new. This week's beatdown by Meghan was heard by all staff across the mansion. Even the gardener overheard Harry shrieking and allegedly being beat down by Meghan and apologising to her. So that's the end of it. What can I say? Poor Harry. I'll be back with another video. Bye, guys.